Helping women with invisible illnesses realize that you can still lead a pretty healthy and active lifestyle. And it's just not going to be the one you had envisioned for yourself, but time marches on. You're going to have to do something. You know, it's really good. It's honestly really good. Probably the best thing I've done for myself with all my health issues is exercise. And unfortunately, I haven't been able to convince a lot of other women with fibromyalgia to exercise, but every single one of them that I have convinced has come back to me and said, "Oh my gosh, you're right." I know I'm right because I've been there. At one point, I was so unhealthy, I could barely do 10 minutes on a Wii Fit. I mean, come on. And now I exercise all the time. It's my favorite stress outlet for sure, but it's honestly it's my happy place. But I also know that's not the case for everybody. So here's some good reasons why you should consider taking up exercise. This information is from thedailyburn.com. Number one, there's the mental aspect. I don't think people really appreciate this enough, but of course, it's going to lower your stress and anxiety, but it's going to make you happier. It's going to make you more confident. It's going to make you feel strong and powerful. You can't put that in a pill. Oh my God, if I could, I'd be so rich. Number two, exercise, it shows you what you're capable of. The human body is so freaking amazing and is capable of incredible feats. Okay, maybe not mine because it's a little broken, but young, healthy bodies can do the coolest stuff. And it's so impressive. And when you're like, I dance, that's my primary workout. But whether you're dancing and you finally nail that move you've been struggling with, or maybe you're lifting weights and you can finally go up, that is such an that word's so overused, but it really is such an empowering feeling, especially when you're dealing with health issues and it's so much harder to get over the hurdle to exercise in the first place. Number three, of course, is the results. You're going to be smaller, tighter, more compact, and you're going to feel better. You're going to be happier, more confident. Your clothes are going to fit better. It's just easier to move around. I mean, I always laugh when people say fat people are lazy. Okay, go strap 100 pounds of dog food to your back and go through your day. I'm not trying to make excuses. I'm not. I can't stand this whole fat acceptance movement. I think it's a bunch of crap. But to just automatically dismiss everybody who's overweight as lazy, you don't understand how much work it is just to get through the basics of your day. Number four. Oh, I think I said this already. It's a confidence booster. So seriously, the best thing I've ever done for my confidence. I went from barely being able to do 10 minutes on a Wii Fit. I went on to successfully teach a cardio kickboxing format. And in fact, the woman who hired me told me she'd hire me again in a second. I had to give up cardio kickboxing, but B, right, it was really funny. That was a goal of mine for so long. And I was so excited when I got there. And then I realized I don't really I don't really like teaching. And my issue with teaching, not that you asked, but I'm going to tell you anyway. I'm so used to working out alone. And obviously when you're teaching, you have to have other people around. And it bothered me. It's my time. I don't want to share it with anybody. So yeah, I didn't last long teaching, but I did it. Do you have any idea what that did for my confidence? To go from being that unhealthy that I couldn't even do 10 minutes on a freaking child's toy to teaching an hour-long cardio kickboxing class? It was pretty freaking cool, I gotta tell you. Number five, you need to consider the mental fortitude aspect, especially, when you've got health problems. I feel pretty good today, knock wood, but most days, honestly, I have this, even though I love to exercise, I have this argument with myself every morning. I don't want to do this. I can't do this today. But When I do, on the days when it's the hardest to get up and press play, I feel so freaking amazing when I'm done. Honestly, I feel a little bit invincible. Screw you, fibro demons. I won. It's truly, that's how I feel about it. It just gives me this really triumphant feeling that I don't get anywhere else. And the cool thing about fitness is once you start down the path, a lot of people will start looking at other areas of their life and start thinking, gosh, where else can I improve? And I can tell you that's what happened with me. And it's been an amazing gift because I used to be very depressed and angry and bitter. And now I'm known as somebody with a really good attitude in spite of literally having health problems up to my eyebrows. But it does show you what you're capable of. And it would be really easy. It would be so easy for me to get caught up in the wall, but I can't do what I want to do. And I struggle with that from time to time. But it's all about perspective. I try not to look at it that way. I try instead to be so grateful for the things that I can do. Number 6, you should exercise because it is hands down the best me time out there. It's not selfish. You have you, I don't have kids, disclaimer. And it's funny because moms will give me pushback when I say things like this. But you know what? The best thing you could do for your children is to teach them how to take care of themselves. If you exercise with your kids and it's just a part of life, they'll probably exercise forever. It's such a gift that you could give them. But it's not selfish for you to say, hey, I need an hour to exercise. What do they tell you on the airlines? You have to put on your own mask first. You cannot take care of the people around you properly if you're not healthy. And a big part of I'm not telling you to get up and do insanity, but you need to be a little active. Go for a walk a few times a week at the least. I wasn't going to go here, but apparently I've changed my mind. So several years ago, a friend of mine asked me if it pisses me off when people give me excuses why they don't exercise because they do have so many health problems. And really it's none of my business. If you don't want to exercise, that's fine. That's your choice. It's no skin off of my back. But if you're going to come at somebody like me who pushes through pain every damn time I work out and tell me, "Oh, I don't have time," bullshit. You don't make the time, and that's okay. But there's a difference between those two things, and you just need to accept and own the responsibility of it. I choose not to do this. So yes, it does. By the way, it does really piss me off when people come to me. Look, I've known people who've completed P90X from a wheelchair. If they can do it, you can do it. And it's fine if it's not a priority, but don't lie to yourself or certainly to me about why you're not doing it. And finally, my personal favorite reason, I'm actually not even sure if this is from the article because I wrote these down a long time ago. Um, the main reason why you should exercise, honestly, because you can. I came this close to being a bedridden pill popper. I am so gosh damn grateful that I have the ability, even with all the pain, even with as much of a challenge as it is for me to get up and do something I love and I'm passionate about. I'm grateful that I have the ability. And that fact is what gets me through the really rough mornings. You have no idea how lucky you are. You have the gift to be able to move your body. You know how many people would love to trade places with you? And most of us take it for granted and most of us squander that gift, but you really shouldn't. It you need to love yourself enough. That's really what it comes down to. You need to love yourself enough to take care of yourself. And again, I'm not telling you to go out and do insanity. I'm not telling you to go out and start running marathons. But you got to take care of you. You've got one body. And trust me, you do not want to get to the point where your body is betraying you because it sucks. So anything you can do now, obviously there's no guarantees in life, but anything you can do to keep your body healthy and happy, you really should. Anyway, that is all I have for today. I hope you guys have a fantastic afternoon, and I will be back Wednesday about 11 o'clock Alaska